He pulled up the wooden stick from the roadside sign, used foam spray paint to patch up the holes in the diving suit, and prepared to dive again to rescue his sister. However, an unfortunate incident occurred once more. An oxygen tank was accidentally knocked over, rolling into the water, with the valve striking directly on a rock. Yet, he did not realize this. He took the oxygen tank and dove straight into the sea, returning to his sister's side, inserted the stick under the rock, and tried twice with force, but still couldn't pry the rock loose. The intense exertion once again depleted the sister's oxygen. Just as she was about to switch to another oxygen tank, she discovered that the current tank was unusable due to a valve malfunction, and the remaining oxygen would last at most 3 minutes. The sister was very unwilling to give up, so she decided to try prying the boulder again. But this time, the stick broke directly. In her despair, the sister thought of one last solution. She instructed her sister to stuff the diving suit under the boulder and then fill it with oxygen to lift the boulder. But the safety valve of the diving suit ultimately failed. The sisters gazed at each other deeply in the depths of the sea. The older sister didn't want to see her younger sister lose her life there, and the younger sister didn't want her older sister to die with her. The younger sister removed her oxygen mask and gave the last of the oxygen to her older sister so she could survive and return. The younger sister slowly lowered her head, ready to face her impending death. Suddenly, the older sister pulled her up and returned the oxygen to her, then swam directly upwards. She resurfaced again, having ascended twice without stopping, causing decompression sickness. Her organs were severely damaged and blood was coming from her mouth and nose, but compared to her sister, none of this mattered anymore. Just as he felt he was about to lose consciousness, the foam machine in front of him sparked an idea. He picked up a rock and dove down again. This time, he injected the foam spray directly into his diving suit, hoping it would inflate like a tire and dislodge the rock. After that, both sisters exerted their strength simultaneously, and a miracle happened. The younger sister finally escaped her predicament. The two took turns breathing oxygen and swam towards the safety stop area. Because if they didn't stop to decompress, the older sister would die as soon as she surfaced. The younger sister took her to a cave where their mother had once brought her, but the oxygen in the cave was far from sufficient, and it wouldn't be long before they suffered carbon monoxide poisoning. Suddenly, the older sister remembered that the oxygen bottle with the broken valve was full, and they could break open the bottle to replenish the cave's oxygen. The younger sister immediately dove back to the seabed to search for that oxygen bottle, and finally, they retrieved it. The sisters broke open the bottle, allowing a large amount of oxygen to flow into the cave. They laughed happily, finally able to breathe freely. But soon, the older sister's nose began to bleed. She had been holding on until now, but could no longer endure. The younger sister quickly took her back to the surface, and the rescue helicopter arrived. The younger sister waved her hand excitedly. They were finally saved. Thus, the sisters' thrilling winter diving adventure comes to an end in this film. Although the story is very simple, the constant switch between hope and despair excellently highlights the film's tense atmosphere. The sisters' unity and strength bring a perfect conclusion to the film,